Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay, it's been a little while since my last stream on Monday. But yeah, this week it's been really busy, and next week is going to be really busy too. So yeah, this stream is going to be a bit short. I can't stay for too much, but I wanted to do a little stream. So yeah, although I'm not being able to stream that much for this week and for next week, what I'm doing is I am getting closer and closer to finishing a new layout and overlay for the stream, which is really exciting. I really like how it's turning out. I can't wait to test that on stream, to start the stream with the new setup. That's going to be amazing. So yeah, I showed some stuff on the previous stream. This is basically like the main layout, and like the main thing is that I'm basically making the overlay in Unity. So that means that I will be able to control everything. I can make animations for everything. In fact, this screen is already implemented. So for example, this background here is going to be scrolling. Well, it is already. It's scrolling with like some nice parallax effect. Then these little clouds here are animated too. These little stars, and yeah, so the main thing that I really like is that I took a lot of inspiration from like retro sci-fi style, like vintage sci-fi, and also like retro futurism. Like you can see like the style of like vintage posters. It's really great. Okay, give me 1 second. I want to test. Okay, give me one. Yeah, I wanted to check my audio. I always do that. I don't trust OBS. Yeah, so it's really great. Like I only have this for now. I have made like a couple iterations, and yeah, I have to create. Of course, I will be creating the other scenes for like the intro of the stream, for the outros of the stream too, for the other scenes like the be right back scene, and also maybe like a full screen where you can see like the screen like a lot bigger, because right now this is like the screen like that I'm sharing, like my desktop is now in the current overlay is like full screen, but in this one is going to be like a lot more smaller. That's fine, because like I want to give some kind of like branding thing into the stream, that I also want to give to bring this style into like the Neptosmic brand. So yeah, and what else? So yeah, so also in my last stream I was like I got 2 follows. One of them I think was like after I finished streaming, which is Yam. Thank you very much for the follow. And Dot Shirley followed like during my stream. He also was like, well, they also were chatting, but like after like 1 hour after he or they followed, I realized I saw the notification here in the dashboard, like the activity field, and like I realized I never heard the alert for the follow. So then I went to, I'm using Stream Elements for the alerts, and I went there and tested one alert and it worked. But then I also went into, like when I finished the stream, I went and watched the VOD, and the alert like worked and appeared and sounded and everything. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I didn't hear it, or I was maybe too focused on what I was doing, but yeah, that I will be doing some also some updates to the alerts and all of that stuff that go like a lot more with the new style that I'm implementing. So yeah, I'm thinking about updating everything basically. I like this pixel overlay, but yeah, it's a bit outdated. I have it for a couple years now, and yeah. So yeah, that's the updates I have for the stream and for life. So so back to Voyager. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing everything with this font right now, and I'm thinking, yeah, I want to start using the fonts that I use in the new overlay, so let's do that. Yeah. Okay, so can I use the same? Yeah, the thing is, I think I can't. Okay, yeah, so I see what's the problem with this. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I want to change the font I'm using here to match basically the colors. Well, not the colors, the style that I'm using in the new overlay. But I think maybe this is this is fine the way it is. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it like this, and yeah. So also, like, this font is great. It looks like kind of like sci-fi. That's fine. So yeah, back to what we were doing on Voyager. Let me show you really quick. So you can see here, let me show you really quick. I have this little gizmo testing thing I did just for testing stuff with the gizmos. Like, yeah, it's really useful. So I basically modify the script every time. So right now I'm testing. Okay, what's happening now? Okay, so it's not working. Oh yeah, because it's supposed to be used. Okay, so what's happening? I was using just Maybe I have to do okay, maybe I need to do this and maybe that's what I need to do. So yeah, in the previous stream, I was basically coding an algorithm to pick the stars' positions in the constellation, so I can show you this way easier with my little board. So let me see here, boards, constellations. Okay, so here, this is like the work we have been doing for the past week and a half, I think. Well, I'm not working on this actively like all the week because I have a full-time job. So I work on this project only when I'm streaming. Sometimes if I have the time and I can't stream but I don't have like anything else to do, I can open the project and do stuff, but like the most of the work, like 90% of the work, is being done on stream. So this is basically all of the logic we were like defining for the constellations. So how they work, how we choose how many stars a constellation has procedurally, but using some kind of probability distribution. As you can see here, I'm using this curve to determine like this is the minimum and then this is the maximum amount. And with this curve, basically I'm defining which options are most likely to appear, basically. So as you can see, the most common constellation will have the five stars. Okay, then 3 and 7 are less likely to appear. It's possible, but much less likely. Then I was thinking about how to set the positions of the stars, because like you see, well, here's your space, and then you say, well, I have a star here, 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 and here. Okay, and then so how do we define those positions, and then how, which is the thing we are going to do today. I'm not sure we're going to be able to finish this because of the time constraints, but what we have done is this. Basically, we can say, okay, first we define the amount of stars using this, and then for the positions, like saying where each star is, first we define a space with quantized positions. So for example, you can see here, like the grid is going to be 8 by 6, which is a pretty good number. And so this is all of the possible positions for the stars. And then basically we are doing a really simple algorithm to choose the positions for each stars. So the things we are trying to avoid is having like multiple stars like this lined up, which we could see like some cases where that's interesting, but right now we're trying to do something that works most, like 99% of the time. So we ended up doing this, which is I'm going to explain. Basically what this is doing is when a star selects one position, then it's going to remove this position, the same position with that the star chose, and also those neighbors positions. Okay, not this, not the diagonal neighbors, but the horizontal and vertical neighbors. So with that, I was basically testing some cases, and I already coded this, and this is basically giving pretty nice results that prevents that any star gets like selects a position next to another star. So it can happen that two stars are like this, or even three. That's like not very like probable, but it can happen, but that's fine. That's totally fine. So yeah, we would get basically like some patterns like this, and I'm going to show you right now with the gizmo thing I'm doing. So you can see here, you can imagine like the quantized positions is taking up a space like this. I had like in the previous stream I had something where like it will place a gizmo to represent every possible position in the grid, in the matrix basically, but this is fine. So you can see, okay, like the variations we're getting are really cool. So you can see here, for example, these two are neighbors, okay, but diagonal neighbors, and that looks fine. And yeah, I've been testing this like lots, and yeah, sometimes it can happen that for example, a lot of stars or every star get spawned like this, for example, but imagine these two can be spawned like they here or here, for example, and so you will get like a constellation that's really low in the space, like in the lower third of this total space. So in that case, we can basically grab the bounds, okay, of the positions. The bounds are basically just tracing a square in like that that encapsulates all of the stars, and then grabbing the middle position. So that's basically it. You grab the, I would grab the middle position between all of these stars, and then offset this into the middle of the grid space, because like I'm going to be using that to position the constellation, for example, in the star field. When you go into a constellation and how I place it on screen, I'm going to use that. And also, for example, on the telescope, when you're watching like stargazing, I can also do that. Okay, and then so that's what we have, and that's great. That's awesome. So that's great, and we have that done. Oh, we also talked about like having pre-designed shapes, which is really an interesting idea, because like I can have, well, this is pretty diabolic, but I can have, for example, some let's say some predefined shapes that could have some like unique planets or some stuff that I can design manually. So that will have like a really low percentage of procedural generation. So that's great. I think we could use this for some stages in the game. Not that the game is stage based, is not, but like I mean, for like a moment in the game, we could use this. Hey Lou, how you doing? So that's great. And yeah, so this that I'm seeing now, in the previous stream, after I finished the algorithm for the stars positioning, this thing, I think I was thinking about a way, like an algorithm for making connections between stars. So I was basically like trying to see if something like this could work, which is basically, you can see like here, let's say I go through the stars array in this direction, like this, and then like this. So this would be like a nested for loop, because of course, if you want to go through like a b-dimensional array, you have to use, of course, a nested for loop. Like, there are plenty of ways, but let's say we go like this first, and then like this. So that means that first we're going like this. So first we will say 0 0 1 0 2 0 blah blah blah. Okay, so we are going through all of these positions, and then what will happen is when this finds, okay, so when you get here, you go back here. So you basically go like this, then like this, then like this, like this, this, okay? So let's say here you find the algorithm finds a star here. So what happens? It saves that star. It says, okay, I found a star. Okay. Then it keeps going and finds another star, and then it says, okay, so connect this to the previous one. Okay, so it will connect this to this one. Okay, and that's basically the logic I'm trying to apply here. Then it will keep going. Okay, doesn't find anything here or here, but it goes here and finds this one. Okay, so what does this one do? Basically says the same thing, connect to the previous one, and then it will connect to this one. Okay, and with that we will get a constellation like this that I draw here, but I will make it like more evident. Okay, so, and that's a pretty good shape for a constellation, so that's fine, that's great. So yeah, I was thinking about using this, and I that was like at the end of the stream, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this in the next stream. So that's when we're going to be doing today, basically. So yeah, so basically for this, I think I need to do. Okay, so let's go into the script first. So for this method where I'm defining the positions, I'm basically first creating this list of all of the positions. Okay, and then after that I am grabbing, okay, all of the positions, like I am going through all of the positions here, and I'm basically choosing one randomly and using this little algorithm to check if the neighbors and everything I talked about. And then I remove that from the list. So like I could do two things. First, I could basically save, like have some kind of let's say okay, so yeah, I'm thinking a couple things. So one thing I can do is just keep this because it's going to be useful, okay, to have all of the, like, it's basically this. I'm creating this and then I'm removing the ones that like are not going to be used. So instead of doing that, I can basically just create like another list of ints. So what each star position will have, instead of this being a vector2 int, well, I'm already doing that. So this is saving the, oh yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, I am saving the indices here. Yeah. Okay. So this is basically an array of indices like this. Okay, like a two-dimensional array of indices. And what I want is to have, because this is not the all of the positions, this is only the positions that each star selected. So what I need is to save this too, okay? Because then I need to go through this again, this way, like this, to do basically what I was explaining before, which is go through the array like this, and whenever I find a star, connect it to the previous one. So this one doesn't have a previous one, so then we just skip it and then go into the next one. So I am also thinking, what could happen if I had, for example, a star here, another here, another here, another here, and they're here? Because that can happen. I think that shouldn't be an issue because we go like this, then here we found this. Okay, keep going like this, keep going, found this. Okay, this connected to this one. Keep going, this connected to this. So yeah, this is going to be like that, I think, which is fine. It's completely fine. So yeah, I think this method works for every case, I think. So that should be fine. And I think we could start implementing that. So for that, as I was saying, I need to save this somewhere. So yeah, I think let's say all grid positions. Okay, so now this is not going to be, that is going to be all grid positions to list. Okay, that's a great cheat. So here, like basically I first need to define all of the grid positions. So yeah, I think I should do that with another method. Like I could use define prepare all grid positions. Okay, so then I do this, and this is going to be all grid positions equals, okay, oh yeah, so this is going to be index. Okay, okay, perfect. So now, and oh yeah, so I also need to say, yeah, all grid positions equals new vector to int, and I'm going to use tables, table constellation dot this is going to be stars positions x plus, oh well, I can say total, yeah. So it's going to be an array which is going to be this big, okay, and I basically need to do this, prepare all grid positions. Okay, I can do that too. Okay, and yeah, so that's great. And now here I have to define, let me grab this and move it to the side a little bit. Okay, because like I am too to the side, like typing. Okay, so this shouldn't be hard, I think, but yeah, it would be great if we can finish this in this stream. If we don't, it's okay, but yeah. So how can I store the connections? I basically need to let me think a little bit. So oh yeah, so I've like defined this, like I was thinking, so let me explain this. This is how I thought like about storing the connections. Okay, so so basically what is this? Okay, so this is basically, you can see stars have indices. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the indices of the stars. Okay, and basically what I'm saying here is index 0 has the connection to 1 and to 3. Okay, so that's basically what I'm saving here, 0, 1, 0, 3. Okay, then 1 has 0, 2, and 3. So 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 3. Okay, then 2 has to 1 and to 4. To 1 to 4. So that's one way of seeing this. Okay, and I'm thinking like what I'm trying to think is what would be the easiest way to store all of this data and to access it, because what I'm basically doing is just connecting. I could use, like, instead of saying star index, I could say grid position index. Okay. So but the thing is, if I were to let's say, so this is saved like this. Let me go here and where is it? Here. Okay, so it's X first and Y. Well, in this case it's Y first and then X. So what does this mean is it's going like this. So these are saved like this. This is going to be index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, blah 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 blah. Okay. So it's being saved like linearly. So you can if you were to rearrange this in the array, it would look like this, okay. So yeah, you get the point, okay. Basically, that's how I'm saving that. So what can I do with this? What I was saying is, if I were to do this algorithm where I go like this and then find this and then go here, found that, okay, connect this to, keep going, okay, connect this to this, okay, keep going like this and then connect this to this, okay. So this is fine. Like, it's really simple, and I think the algorithm is going to give like very similar shapes. I think it's not going to vary that much. It will depend on the positions of the stars, but I think that's fine because we don't want to get too fancy right now with the algorithms and the generation of this. It's fine, it's totally fine. We need to basically prototype this to start like validating the idea, which I'm kind of like already just thinking about going full steam with this idea because I really like it. But yeah, I want to prototype this. So back to the idea, when I connect stars, what I'm basically connecting is indices of the grid. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 9 will be connected with this. I don't know, whatever index this is going to get connected with 9. Okay, so this would mean that I only have to save the connections like this. It can be a vector 2 int, which here's the issue, the problem, that I'm basically using also vector 2 int for this, and like there's no limitation. I can use vector 2 int for whatever I want, but I think it's going to be easy to get confused with this because like I'm defining the star's position with this being like each vector 2 int being the grid position, but also I will use vector 2 int for the connections too, to represent like X will be connected with Y. Okay, so the component X component will be connected to Y component. So that's that shouldn't be an issue, but what I'm thinking is I don't want to confuse myself in the future with this. So I'm thinking about maybe using another kind of data type. So I could use, for example, let's say, okay, I could just create a new class for this. I think, yeah, and yeah, that's totally valid, I think. Yeah, I think that's going to be really useful because I need to be able to define things for connections. So let's say, for example, right now the connections class that's created right now, the class connection, okay. And also, I think this should be something, yeah, not inside this, but inside the namespace of the constellations. So it's going to be constellation.connection. I can say star connection. That's going to be more specific, and that's fine. And I can also, I should also do this. Okay. I don't want this. Okay. Yeah, because like control enter opens that up, and I'm pressing like enter to to set a new line, but also I'm pressing control to erase faster. But yeah, anyways, connections between stars. Okay, perfect. So this class, what this class is going to have right now is basically like each star should have a reference to this, okay, because it's like it's going to be better, okay, yeah, because let's say this is star 1 and this is star 2, and both have like okay, so I'm 1 and connected to 2, and this is going to say I'm 2 and connected to 1. It's the same information, so I think it's going to be better to have just both have the same reference of the same instance of this class. Okay, so let's say I'm going to use the connection between the grid position, the star's positions, not the star itself, because I'm not going to have the reference to any star from this class, which the class that has the reference to the stars is basically this one, which is constellation properties. So here I will only have public int grid position, star position A and star position B. That's what I will have, okay? And okay, what's happened? Oh, I don't know what I pressed, and this is okay. I don't know what's happening with VS Code. What did I press, man? I broke VS Code. Okay, it's working now. I don't know what happened, but let's move on. So basically, I should say here index Okay, so star position index A, star position index B. And you know what? This is also bad. What's happening? So it's freeze the. Okay, I don't know what's happening to VS Code. I think I'm going to just close it. Text manager. Am I dropping frames or something? Okay. It's all good? Okay, so I don't know if I'm dropping frames, if the stream is live. Is the stream live? I don't know what's happening. Okay, so let's close VS Code for a moment. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm going to close this too, and also this. Okay. Okay, Unity seems to be fine. Let's see. Control S. Stars. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know what happened. Really weird. Okay, anyways, have no idea what's happening to VS Code. So yeah. Start position index A. What I was saying is that this is also not correct because I'm not like connecting this, or am I? Okay, maybe I am. Yeah, because like it doesn't make any sense to be checking all of the positions if I'm only like just using these positions. Yeah, I think that's fine. So okay, perfect. So basically I need to say public star connection, and yeah, you know what I think it is? It's this dumb copilot thing. Can I just disable it? I think that's I pressed something that broke everything. Open chat editor, manage copilot. Okay, now it opened like a... Man. Yeah, it's doing it again. Why? Let's not do anything. Okay, please. So I'm going to go here and disable it from here because I have no idea what's happening. I'm just going to disable this. Okay. Now it should go, it should run. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. A int B. I should use the same naming for consistency, I think. So yeah, let me go back to what I was saying. Star position index A equals, yeah, that's fine. So, can I play my, okay. So start connection right now. A star connection is obviously like the connection between two stars, and this class is only going to have this, which is basically the information of a connection between two stars. Okay, that's it. So I'm thinking yeah, I don't think I should make like the connection logic inside this class. It doesn't make any sense. I don't think so, because I'm going to create one instance of this every time there's a connection. So yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So now here I can have public star connection and star connections. Okay. Perfect. So this is going to store this. Okay, then what's good about having this as a class is that then I can extend this to hold like more data. Let's say, for example, the connection is I don't know, looks like what the connection between the stars mean, like the only purpose right now, the only purpose the connection has is to serve as a way to travel from one star to the other. Okay, so in the game, oh yeah, I closed Leonardo, so let me open up again. So when you, okay, so you're going to be always inside a star, unless you're in whatever. Not gonna spoil anything. But yeah, so when you're in a star, if you want to go into another star, the only way you can do that is by using the connections, okay, the route. So this is a route, basically a traveling route. So in this case, from this star you can only go here, so to this star, to this one, or to this one. Okay, you cannot go into this one because there's not a direct connection between those two. Okay, so what I was saying is, what I can do in the future is add some other properties to the connections. So for example, this connection is too, like if the connection is too far away, like too long, it will require more fuel to go from here to there. Okay, so it's, for example, this one is closer. Okay, so the connection, the route is shorter logically, so it will require less fuel to go from here to there than from here to that star. Okay, so that's another property I can think of. So also I'm thinking like maybe I can just basically write this in the ideas. That's a good idea. So here, do I have, yeah, constellations, okay. Star connections routes could need a higher amount of fuel based on how long the route is. In other words, how far away the stars are. Okay, that's a great idea. Yeah, just an idea. We're going to see what we do with that in another moment, in another time. For now, this is basically what we do. So let me go here. I'm getting better at Figma. Slowly but surely. Okay, anyways. So blah blah blah. Okay, define star connection using another algorithm, Dillon-White triangulation. This one we could use this in the future. I am going to save this. Okay, so I'm going to save that as an idea too. Here in constellations. Okay. Here, so okay. Use to improve stars connections algorithm. Check Dillon-White triangulation. Okay, another idea in place. Great. So okay, so this is basically what we are doing right now. Okay, so let's go back here and okay, here. So now I have to figure out the algorithm. So how I'm going to go through the positions. Okay, so yeah, I think what I have to do is basically go for, okay, 4, and I go through stars positions with length, okay, and then what I say is if I equals 0, continue, and then here int star position index equals I, and then I minus 1, and then yeah, that's not what I want. What I want to do is basically first I have to define star connections equals new star connection array, which is going to be star positions dot length minus 1. That's totally correct. And then star connections I equals new star connection A, so star position index A, star position index Y, index B, I should say. So yeah, that's it basically. It was really simple. Yeah, so this is really simple. I could also try, but this is going to be really chaotic, I think. There's another option I could use, which is basically grab this, like copy this, for example. Let's say list vector to int. So this, and then I can say star. Yeah, so this is basically suggesting that I order it, but I don't need that. Okay. Stars positions list dot shuffle. So that's one thing I can do, which is basically going to grab all of the positions, and instead of going like linearly from start to finish, is going to go like randomly because the list is shuffled. But that's going to be really chaotic, and I think that can be like, so what can happen with that algorithm is basically, let's say we have like 3 stars that are like this. Okay, this could mean that, for example, this gets connected to that one, but also this one gets connected to that one too. So how do we represent that in 2D space? Because like you're watching this in 2D, like this is the view. If you were watching this, not watching this and seeing this from another perspective, so let's say instead of so you're seeing this way, okay, this is a camera and you're seeing it like 2D, like this. Start 1, 2, 3, you're seeing them aligned. But if you were to see that in like another perspective, okay, okay, so you're seeing from another perspective this same thing. You could see, for example, if this was like a cube, like the space, a three-dimensional space, okay? If you were to see that like this, you can see like this star could be here, okay? And then this star could be here and the other one here, okay? So from this perspective, you would see the stars like not aligned in a line. But yeah, I don't know why I am explaining this. But yeah, so that's the issue with setting the connections in a like totally random way. That's not good. That's why I came up with this idea of going through this and connecting with the previous one, which is going to lead into like I said, pretty similar shapes overall, but I think that's fine. We can live with that for now, and we can make it more complex later on. So okay, so this is great, and now in this gizmo testing thing, we could basically try to okay, so the so we can go like this, okay, or b dot connections length, and we are basically going to, yeah, that's totally correct. Well, this is not star 1x. Yeah, this is not totally correct, I think. So position 1 is going to be stars positions b dot stars connections y dot index a. Okay, that's, but why is it stars? Oh yeah, so it's this. It's also wrong. Yeah, so this needs to be a vector 3. Let's do this. It's really okay. Oh, this is a vector 2 int. I can't cast this. Okay, so I have to do vector 3. That's really annoying. So I can do this. Okay, and that's going to be x and then y. Okay, so yeah, this is really Not pretty, but it doesn't matter. So this is going to be B, and also here is going to be B. Okay, and then we draw a line between all of those connections. Okay, green or cyan. I like blue. So let's see if this works. It should work. If this works, then we're done. If it doesn't work, well, we're trying to fix it, and yeah. Okay, yeah, that it didn't work. Connection Y starts connections. Oh, this has to be I-1. Okay, I think that was the issue. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. I hate when OBS does that, because like I do this, then I go like this and minimize it, and then when I maximize it again, it does that. That's really annoying, but that's okay. Update. Okay. Okay. That's great. Okay, it's... Okay. Really interesting. That's awesome. There are some pretty interesting shapes. Okay, let's try with 7 stars. Okay. Oh, that one is really cool, man. That's so cool. Let's see what happens if I go here and say like this is going to be from position 1. Let's say pos 1 plus equals pos 2 minus, okay, so yeah, to do this, pos 2 minus pos 1 multiplied by 0.5 or 0.2, let's say. I think that's better. So yeah. So this is going to be like, this is going to connect them, but not go all the way into the center of the sphere. I think that's what's going to happen. Okay, sort of. Yeah, I think that's kind of what's happening. But yeah, so here, what's happening here? So is this one getting connected to this one? Okay, I think I should normalize this. Normalized. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So what's this? Okay, so maybe I should disable the grid to see that a bit better. And also, I think I should move the camera away. Okay. So right now I have like much better view. Okay. That's amazing, man. It's really amazing. So yeah, okay. I see what's happening. So okay. Yeah, so I think that what I need to do is to sort the stars positions by the X component, so they go from left to right. Okay, I think that's what I have to do, because then this can happen. Okay, and yeah, this is really weird, because, or maybe I could like go through all of the, yeah, this is going to get a bit more complex. But basically what I can do is check if between this and this there's another star, and if those two have a connection. So first I say, okay, these two have a connection. Okay, check if there's a star here, and then I can like change the connection there. Like what will happen there is basically two new connections will happen. Basically I will convert one connection into this and that, and then create a new one that's this to this. But yeah, I don't know. This one is really interesting, man. That's amazing. Oh, look at this one. That's so cool, man. So here it's happening again. Yeah. I think I should also go from yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I want to do something like color.lerp from color.red or yellow into cyan, and then I divide it by float. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So that's going to change the color of the lines every time. So it's going to be from yellow into cyan. Okay. So I don't know what's happening here. This is what I don't understand. Okay. This is also another property I could use for the star connections. So you see, like it starts in yellow and then starts going into cyan, and then so like you could say like there's only one direction for every route. Okay, so that's one thing we could do. This looks really interesting. It's amazing. So let's say we have only 3. What can happen? Yeah, pretty basic. Or okay, that's so cool, man. I love it. I really like this. 5. This is going to be the most common constellation type with 5 stars. Then we have 6. Okay. Hey, this one is really convoluted. Okay. So okay, here I think I know what's happening. So it's here, then here, and here. So in those cases, I think I should look for, like, go through all of the stars, okay, and do that checking I was talking about, which basically is checking the positions, those 2 positions. Yeah, I'm thinking, like, I don't know if yeah, it's going to be really hard, man. So the easier solution would be to just like sort the. Let me see if this autocomplete thing does the thing. Okay, so let's grab this. Okay, yeah, so maybe that's... And then I could go here and do this. But count. Let's see what happens now. Let's try this and then I'm going to end the stream. But we basically implemented what we needed to do today for the time being. So let's see if we ever have, if we ever get that crossing. Yeah, we do get that. Yeah, we still get that. So this is basically not... I don't know what this is doing. Like, I guess... Yeah, so this is basically sorting everything by this component, by the X component, and then by the Y component. I think I don't want to order them by the Y component, only by the X component. Oh my god. Okay, I needed to change also this. Oh no, 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 no. Nope. I only needed to do to... yeah. Let's... yeah, let's see right now what happens, and then we're going to call it a day. Oh, look at this shape. That's really cool, man. Okay, yeah, it's still happening. So, man, so maybe, yeah, I think what I need to do, basically, is not do this, stars positions dot length, and I'm going to change this and use all grid positions instead. Okay, so I think that's going to be what we need to do. Okay. So yeah, and I'm going to go here and I can basically mark this as complete. Now improve. Okay, not that. Improve. Improve. Improve star connections algorithm by using all grid positions instead of star positions. Check every grid spot. See if there's star, and then connect the breaks. Okay, so that's going to be a task for next stream. Right now we can admire a little bit more this constellation thing, which looks really cool. Look at that, man. That's really funny. So yeah, amazing, man. I'm afraid like that using the other like using the other algorithm, like improving it, using all of the grid positions and all of that, maybe that won't give us like these interesting shapes. So yeah, we'll see next stream. For now, this is amazing, and I'm going to end the stream here. I want to end the stream with a pretty nice constellation shape. This one, I think this one is fine. So yeah, that's going to be the stream for today. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, this was a short one. I don't know when I'm going to be live again. Maybe next week on Monday, I'm not sure. Or maybe this weekend at some point, I'm not sure. So, and also next week I'm going to be away, like I'm going to travel, so most of the week I'm not going to be home. So yeah, we'll see how things go. But yeah, so that's the stream. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to join my Discord, and so if you want to get notifications for when I'm live, that's where you need to be in. And also you can share your art and everything, so yeah. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.